I'm Katrina.
I'm Hannah.
We're eating our way around the globe, seeking out sustainable food and the people who make it.
Come join us as we sip and chew for a better world.
Let's go! We are Sustainabilis! Wow! Beef and lamb.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Katrina.
We're here at Stemple Creek Ranch in Tomales, California.
We're going to talk to owner Larsen Pancha about his local grass-fed organic all-natural beef and lamb, which is right behind us.
Let's go!
We're coming!
You ready? All right. I'm Larsen Pancha. I'm one of the co-owners of Stemple Creek Ranch. My family, we've been here for about 110 years. I'm the fourth generation. We basically were in the conventional beef production until about 10 years ago when I came home and decided that, this was my passion and I wanted to make it work. The importance and appeal of organic, local, and grass-fed to me is I love serving our community. If we can raise a wholesome, really amazing, nutritious product right here in the backyard of the Bay Area, then why not do it? What I try and do is work in harmony with Mother Nature and do the dance. We have about 100 different pastures we rotate our cattle through. The other things we really strive to do is protect our riparian areas. We've fenced off over 3 miles of stream banks and planted over 1,000 trees. It's really amazing to watch the difference in the biodiversity in those corridors. We don't do any irrigation, so it's all dry land farming. So basically we rely on whatever rain comes, and we have to manage that amount of rain to make our grass grow. We have 7 or 8 springs around the ranch, and then we have 3 different solar pumps. We pump the water to the tops of the hills, and we have storage tanks on top of the hills, and that gravity flows back to 40 different water troughs.
Let's take a minute to talk a little bit about the differences between industrial raised cattle and grass-fed pasture beef.
One of the big problems with the industrialized beef industry is that they're feeding the cattle something that they don't normally eat. So they're feeding them corn, they're feeding them soy. Their bodies can't handle it, so they end up getting sick, and in turn they have to give the animals a lot more antibiotics. We're getting the antibiotics that these animals are getting. They're also giving them hormones that boost the time that it takes for them to put on weight. Pasture raising cows kind of takes out the need for antibiotics because they're eating what they intended to eat. They're not confined together in tiny spaces where they're also more likely to get sick.
With industrial beef farming, the corn and the grain that's grown for the feed is usually grown elsewhere, which just adds a whole new level of complexity and impacts the environment negatively.
In order to get 1 pound of beef, you have to give them 8 pounds of grain. So you're actually growing tons and tons of soy and corn to make a tiny amount of beef. And that just doesn't make any sense. You don't have to bring in grain from anywhere. You just have grass right there at their, whatever they have on their feet tips, hoof tips. Industrial beef farming can be very wasteful because these animals are so concentrated in their area. They also are concentrated in their waste. It often can get washed out into rivers, streams, any bodies of water that are in the area, and that can be bad for the health of the people in the area, the things that live in the water. In order to get rid of this waste, their manure is put into these giant vats on the property, and these vats are constantly emitting these methane and greenhouse gases that are going into the atmosphere and contributing to global warming. If you have pasture-raised beef, this manure is being distributed evenly and being put into the ground and actually used as a beneficial fertilizer in like a closed system loop.
Grass-fed has more of the good quality fats. It shouldn't be a taboo. Fat is actually really good and tastes delicious, and it's actually good for you as long as you don't overindulge. I think the responsible thing to do is to do grass-finished and grass-fed beef because it's very flavorful. I think it's the right thing for the environment, and it's the right thing for the consumer. It's also a little bit of a karma thing. Animal husbandry is, I don't really want to eat something that's not raised out in the open pastures. I'm also super motivated by my 2 little girls. I want them to have the most amazing, best food available. It's really hard for me now to go to a restaurant and eat conventionally raised beef because it's not as flavorful as our stuff.
Yummy in my tummy.
4505 Meats in San Francisco is a whole animal butcher that carries Stemple Creek's beef and lamb. They source their meats from small, local, and sustainable farms. This ensures a high quality and delicious product that keeps money in the local economy.
I don't really like to sell my products based on they're doing it wrong, I'm doing it right. I like to just be transparent about what we're doing and let the consumers decide what they want to buy. If you like what we're doing, then support us and support people like us in your local communities.
Thanks for watching and joining us at Stemple Creek Ranch. To learn more and to see other awesome videos about sustainable food production, check us out at sustainabellies.com.
Now we're gonna go hang out with our friends. Come on, Hannah.
Hi guys!